why most of the clients we are working for are based outside of Nigeria. Now, this year alone, 90% of the clients we work for, whether you think of the POP ceiling, polystyrene ceiling, and screeding, most of them are based outside of Nigeria. Most of these clients engage us for the polystyrene ceiling design, and I began to think about them. And just last week, I received a call from someone living in Germany, and we're talking about the possibility of doing his polystyrene ceiling job somewhere in Umuahia in Abia State. And while discussing, of course, that is my natural way. Yes, when you call me, we don't just talk, except you are calling me with the intention to unnecessarily obtain information from me. We discuss as if we know each other. So during the discussion, this client told me that yes, he know about polystyrene ceiling design, and even in the Germany, they use it to build houses. I've told you many times during my previous video that they use polystyrene to build houses. And not only that, it has some many advantage compared to normal block when it comes to the area of courses and how cool and warm the building usually is when you use polystyrene ceiling as a block to build your own houses. I also made a video of how the Nigerian body of engineering endorsed the polystyrene ceiling as one of the best material they should explore in the building construction industry. So while discussing, he said, you know this polystyrene ceiling, and he began to mention the advantage of polystyrene ceiling, the reason why they use it in Germany. Then I began to make some more research, and I discovered that almost every of the people, like almost every of the clients that we have worked for who are Nigerians based outside of Nigeria, they all know this polystyrene ceiling and they know exactly how it works. But come down to Nigeria here, for the knowledge for the polystyrene ceiling design is very, very lean. Very, very lean, which means you have to do plenty of explanation even before you get to convince someone to do this polystyrene ceiling. Now, it is a natural thing. It is a very, very normal something for you to be skeptical about things that you don't know much about. Of course, when people get me or they see me making videos on YouTube or making video on our Facebook platform talking about the polystyrene ceiling, one thing that comes to most people's mind is, oh, this guy is just doing his own business. But let me tell you one thing. Even the polystyrene importers, like the polystyrene factories right here in Nigeria, I once went to one of the factory and I only know the receptionist in that factory. But almost everyone in that office know me. Simple reason, I'm the foremost person paving way for this polystyrene ceiling in Nigeria right now. Yes, when it comes to the average people, yes, I don't have access to ministers and maybe some big government officials to push the way for the polystyrene ceiling design. But when it comes to the average person, I am the foremost person. Yes, we have thousands of people doing this polystyrene ceiling right now in Nigeria. But when it comes to those educating people about this polystyrene ceiling, I am the foremost person. Now, of course, other people also tell me that I deserve award. Like my clients, most of my clients, they have said this several times that, oh, they need to organize an award for you because of this kind of video that you are making or this kind of educative content that you are creating. Yes, even if you give me, I deserve it because it takes a lot of work even to be talking to you as I'm doing now. So that is primarily the reason why most of our clients, they are primarily Nigerians based outside of Nigeria. Only this year we have worked for people based in US, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Switzerland, the UK, Malaysia, and Peru. Yes, we have worked with people, Nigerians based on abroad, who are building their houses here. Simple moral of this. Now, when you don't know anything, talking about Nigerians based in Nigeria who have the intention to do polystyrene ceiling design, go on the internet, ask people who are experts in the construction industry, especially when it comes to this polystyrene ceiling. Ask them, is this thing good or this thing bad? Now, chances are that many of them are going to tell you that it is not good, simply because they don't have the idea of how the thing works, or they simply just want to get this contract because they really need it. There is nothing wrong with that, but there is no need for you to belittle something simply because you don't have an idea of how it works. If this polystyrene is as bad as some people or some craft people target, answer this simple question. If this thing is as bad, how come some of the top construction companies right here in Nigeria are using it for the entire estate as their ceiling option? Ask yourself. The second thing, how come will someone spend his billions of naira building an entire estate using polystyrene if this material is that bad? Now, it is a simple something. Again, I'm Lucas Sullivan, and I will see you in my next video.